Hey everybody, this is Jebbie and I'm here today in a XC90. This is a 2022 car and so it has the Sensus Navigation system. Many of you who have this system immediately default to using Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, and there are certain advantages when using your Sensus system. The big one is that it'll show up over here in your driver's display, and you will also get directions showing up in your heads-up display over there. Now there's no question the cloud-based navigation systems do have their advantages, and they do have way more updates available, both in terms of traffic and map updates. But there are certain advantages to having the visibility in your driver's display and heads-up display. So I wanted to show you how to use your Sensus Navigation. First thing you do, if you click up here, this is how you enable your Sensus Navigation. The first thing I want to show you is how to set a destination. When you hit on set destination like this, it will pull up a number of tabs up here. And the first thing you can do is select, you can search for something individually. As an example, I could do with a coffee right now. So if I go bar and restaurant like this and I type STAR, oops, wrong way, star, then I have Starbucks over here. So I can just hit on Starbucks there. It gives me the option to call them, look for nearby point of interest. I can save it. But in this case, I'm just going to go start navigation.
Please proceed to the
That's the mute button over there if you don't want to hear what they're saying. And now that we've actually entered this here, I want to show you there's three dots down here, and this is your menu options up here. You have your itinerary up here. When you click on the itinerary, you can clear your current itinerary and you can select alternate routes up here. And then in addition to that, you can set the you can see any like for instance points of interest that are close by. You can go turn by turn, and this is pretty cool because it actually shows you your next directions as you're driving along. And then the last one over here, well, is the detour, and this is pretty cool. If you go detour like that, and you can see it's got two different routes showing here, and it shows that this route here is minus 250 feet less, and you can just, it's going to take a little bit longer though. So if I click on that, it's going to default to the next route that I selected there. It's going to detour. And those are basically all the features there, and you can get it to repeat the last direction as well. Then if you look up here, it shows where you're going at the top, what time you're going to get there, and what is the distance. You can scroll in and scroll out very easily like that. And then you have the 3D view, which is looking from above. And when you're in 3D view, if you hit the compass rose up here, you have two options. This is north up, and this one is in the direction of travel. And my favorite view is actually when you click on 3D and it goes to 2D like this, because it looks like you're going in your direction of travel. If you want to expand the whole screen, at the bottom down here there is an option to expand and reduce your screen. And then the last thing I'm going to show you just on this main screen here is after you set a destination, how you make it a favorite, as an example. So if you click on set destination one more time from here, you have tabs here for recent, favorite, library, point of interest, and then address. If you hit on recent up here, you'll see we've got Starbucks there. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to make this a favorite now. Click on Starbucks like that, and you'll see it has the option here to save. When you click save, hit the star button and go save. And now if I go back to set destination or go to favorites over here, you'll see Starbucks is right there. It does also give you an option to set your home address right there at the top. Now what if you want to get rid of a favorite that you've just saved? Well, what you have to do is hit on the library button like that, and then you'll notice that there is the favorite. If I unclick it there, it is no longer saved. Over here you have your point of interest, and it's quite cool. You can say near the vehicle or near the destination, along the route, and you can select individual ones like that. And the last one over here is your address, and this is where you would put an individual address. And how you would do it is this: you first tap inside there, and then you just select United States. For Maryland, M for Maryland, and select Maryland. Here you can put your zip codes. I'm going to put our dealership's zip in here. Alright, and then this next one over here is just the street name and not the actual road number itself. So I'm going to go Automobile Blvd like this. And then this last one, you select number. And then go start navigation as an example. And that's how you would set different destinations, as well as make them favorites, remove them from the favorites. If you pull down on the settings menu up here, you can click on navigation settings, or in some cases when you hit on the settings over there, it will show up as a separate tab for navigations. And over here you have the traffic option. And the things that you really need to know is right at the bottom there, you see where it says real-time traffic information. This one is really important, because in order to get the functionality out of this map, you really want it to update traffic, and the way it does that is when it has an internet connection. Some of you may have activated the Wi-Fi in this car, but the majority of people out there just connect it to their phones. And so as long as it has the internet connection, then you will get traffic updates, and it's from a third-party source that Volvo gets it from. And then if you go to route guidance, the next one up here, you do have this option here for route learning, and then you've got the avoidance settings here, which is quite good because you can actually say exactly what you want to avoid, like toll roads is a classic example over there. And then the other thing, yeah, you can set things like, when you're gonna, your arrival time format and voice guidance level. And so, yeah, play around with the different options that are there. And when you go up to here, you have the maps button. And this is pretty cool because you can actually say what are the points of interest that you want to show on the map. As an example, you can go to points of interest, and I will select lodging. And here you can choose, do you want campgrounds, do you want hotel, motel, because it's possible to have too much detail, and then this way you're actually saving the things that are most important to you. And speed cameras, you can get them to show speed cameras on map as well. These are the main things that I wanted to tell you about the Sensus Navigation system, and I do encourage you to try it out. Don't just default to Apple CarPlay straight away, because yeah, it is pretty cool that you can get that in your driver's display as well as your heads-up display there. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button, and keep driving your Volvo. Thank you.